Hello everyone, this is Ebreus. I'm back again to try to defeat the Aberrant, or at least the 8 for this mission. And I just realized something Azure was probably shouting at the screen, well, most of the last episode. I have turrets. They don't. So let's see if that actually works. One word. To most likely death. And we can fast forward into the fray. And enemy number 1. Don't want to waste the speckles. I've got a few thousand, but I'd still be ashamed to waste them. Stop blocking. I want this one to die. And so it shall. This doesn't work very well. Maybe it would if I were faster. And one more did. Hooray. And maybe we can get some Float Sam flying away at high speeds. Yoink. 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 You guys can see that, right? The anomalous mass definitely have a different asset than the normal Float Sam. And I'm calling it right now, this one is going to be another anomalous mass. And it is. And away we go. More enemies for us to kill. And of course it's these guys who run. So I guess we will put this on fast forward and wait for them to run out and have this guy bait more into our midst. Or not. Come on, friend, I need some help. Yay, friends! And that one's just going to run away. Unfortunate. And that one's going to die. Very fortunate. Like, see, this one is definitely a normal Float Sim, and that one's definitely not. Gotta love it when the Avgi do my work for me. You know what, might as well try landing at the station. Let's see. Antiferro was discovered mere years after the Avgi discovered the hyperdrive, and was soon considered the most momentous discovery in Avgi history. An intact alien station, albeit one stripped of any advanced technologies. proved once and for all that the Avgi were not alone in the universe. Even more significant was a long, slender megastructure near the station, appearing as though construction on it had barely started. While study of the station's structure was hoped to provide insights into advanced alien technologies, it has so far proven stubbornly difficult to understand and reverse engineer, with some Avgi scientists remarking that even the station's materials appear to intelligently circumvent attempts to probe their internal structure. How sad for the space mayflies. That's also probably going to rile up Asher. I know they're dragonflies. How long do Avgi live? That might be something worth asking in the Discord. And if I can catch up to these guys, that'll be even better. Have at thee. And again, I am a successor. So nice of them to fight me one at a time, with honor. And they will die with honor. Die. Theoretically, I should have brought in stronger weapons, but Asher said it's doable with human tech, and I didn't want to make this thing amazing to, well, showcase the difficulties if they showed up for the next playthrough. And more mass, and more worthless luxury goods. I don't need another toaster. And I didn't even kill that one. How short-sighted of me. Oh, it's over there. Okay then. Yeah. So slow. This thing is going to look so funny once I finally get a torch. Yeah, I think that's working out in my favor. Oh, this is working out in my favor even more. I've had these stupid bugs. I wonder if they actually would find that offensive. Well, there went all my fuel. Probably well before I mentioned it. And my shields are going with it. At least the nucleus and the nucleolysis beams are going to help keep me from overheating. So I can keep shooting at it. Even though I think I need to use the engines, shield jump, and thrusters to actually overheat. Again, I have it all and you have none, so die. Don't take me with you! No! Ow. Well, at least it was determined. Even if it didn't work. And now I have more anomalous mass. Hooray. All this mass. Wait. Missions. Hunt the aberrant. Yep, I do have this one Lume. And this is another missile trucker, isn't it? So fast forward, and let's see if we can get it. And it comes to fight and die. And guard. And we sit here holding down the appropriate button until it dies. And oh, that's another triplet. Unfortunate for me. Need to get away from it. I need to get away from it, but I can't because it's a triplet. Well, maybe I can do this to get away from it. Aha! I have slightly longer range, and therefore I win. Well, slightly longer range and remnant thrusters, so therefore I win. Never doubt the power of a reverse. It's so much stronger than forward. Though the triplet's friends might end up saving it, which would be unfortunate. Oh, I've got backup of my own now. Just in time to save me from dying entirely. And friends, I need help. Thank you. And now I get to go back to the station. After I heal and regenerate enough fuel. Have at thee. And it ran off. Because they're cowardly like that. Waiting. Just behind the scenes thing that I shouldn't be murmuring about. And now we get to escape. We did it! We were successful! Woo! And a little bit more fast forward. No, go away. Let's see. Heroes welcome at Feo platform. Twilight Guard are happy to see us. After the celebration, expression of praise. Doris and Sora are waiting by the good omen to speak with us. Let's see. Golden opportunity. Just talking to the assemblyman. Riso? Probably. Maybe. No idea. He was worried about the political system in the Eastern Branch. Let's see. And time for us to go there now. Back through the worst part of the game. Sajia's use of this mechanic isn't that much worse, it's just more relevant. And a nice big star for us. Oh, and now we're here alone. Mostly. Well, if they don't want to come to the store, I don't want to fight them. Go away. Die. Stop being my problem. And now we get to chase them. Through the shroud. That will be so much worse if the randomization happens. And I recall the next star is horrible, so we'll be sitting here at this little yellow dot. Nice little end sequence for us. Well, if it doesn't want beef with me, I don't want beef with it. I'm just gonna sit here and keep sucking up the star power. Oh, these fuckers. No, thank you. Even better, more stars. And yes, this is ballad, so we're far enough away that we shouldn't be harassed by the aberrant with any degree of meaningful frequency. At least so Azure says. And so appears to actually be worn out as we reach Concerto without further molestation. Let's see. Come in for landing, and Darius talks to Hariso. Or at least we'll get us contact with him. We get to talk in the spaceport. So spaceport we shall go. Let's see. Ooh, yellow-orange. I think that's a new color scheme. Excitement. A true pleasure to meet Captain Alexander Zed. Look forward to your company during the negotiations. What are you negotiating? These polities are not fully aligned with consonants or largely independent of each other, but their movement has collectively been labeled as the dissonance. Imperative. Please do understand we are not enemies, nor would we say we bear them any ill will. The dissonance participates in trade with us. Stop. Dissonance participates in trade with us and de facto follows the regulations passed by the Assembly. Each and every one of them wants the aberrant scourged from our lands as much as the rest of us. He looks directly at you. The individuals we will be negotiating with on this trip are still loyal to the continents, merely unhappy with the price controls in place on certain materials, necessary for the Twilight Guard to expand the fleet. Zora chimes in. Still think they're a bunch of cowards. The existence of your species is threatened, and you let someone else do the fighting. Then you complain about the price they pay for iron. What kind of person does that? Hariso reproaches with the kind that still has to support themselves and pay for the precision machinery that they cannot make themselves. But we can discuss this later. For now, let us set off as soon as possible. And let's see. Yeah, I suppose we should probably rearm. We're starting to run out of specs to be speckling with. Oh, this requires a spinal. I didn't see that the first time. see. Really want the torch, but I'd have to buy a whole ship to get one, which is just not practical. Let's see, I do have some amount of base heat, so let's see, this gets me 90. Yeah, looks like 90. And this would get me a 800 and even more reverse thrust, so I suppose I can try. No harm in putting these in storage for a bit. Watch me end up unable to turn. And I suppose I've saved enough mass I can install one of these. And out we go. Onward to interlude. You know, if I had interesting anecdotes, I would tell them while we travel, but, well, I don't. At least none that are well composed in my mind that I can just read them off for you. So, well, we travel in silence or me talking awkwardly. Which do you actually prefer? Regardless, we are soon going to be at our destination. A little bit of fast forward and oh, yeah, there we go. Let's see. Oh, let's remain silent and let them talk. Let's see, I'm not on anybody's side, I'm just watching. Let's see. Oh, that's nice of him. Local mining guild says they cannot sustain their operations with the low price of iron mandated by the continents, as we're not buying enough rare materials like titanium to make up for it. Zora chiming in as usual. Riso doesn't translate it, and let's see. I talked with my people on the way here, and they say there's someone who knows more about the first days of the incursion. Come on. Let's see. Someone who wants to meet in person. I don't like it, but I don't think it's anything dangerous, just inconvenient too. So we are walking with Darius. For long we are in a mess hall, dozens of Avgi sipping colorful drinks. Darius freezes. See spots a short man seated on a crude wooden stool, the only human-style seating in the room, together with a few Avgi. You know, if they have no planets, the wood is actually probably somewhat rare. Wonder how he got the money for it. Anyway, he says, Darius, I didn't expect to see you here. And what's this, another human in Avgi space? Leon, it's been a while, Darius responds. Leon replies, that's to say the least. Is Sora with you, or did you crawl here by yourself? You know what, I'm going to play the silent type. No more talking for me, I think. Maybe you guys wish I'd shut up here, too. Let's see. She's with the Constants, negotiating with the miners. Who's this? Might as well go with formal. Captain Zed, stranded here. Let's see. That explains the questions the good captain was asking, and says, nodding at Darius, spent years collecting this information, hearing from the official narrative, to dredging the corners of Avgi space for rumors. So before I tell you this, one condition. I spent months looking for a way to get a ship to take me to, well, you'll see. But not a lot of captains are willing to take their ships out to the Tangled Shroud, out of the Tangled Shroud, and through the aberrant blockade, so if this leads anywhere, I want to bunk on your ship. I wonder how screwed I am if I hit no deal. Regardless, I'm agreeing. Let's see. Okay, incursion didn't come out of nowhere. Everyone says they came from beyond the furthest reaches of Avgi exploration, but that's not quite true. The first encounter with them was a scout ship that went down within minutes against their weapons, but not before they got a single transmission out. Garbled and not making a lot of sense. They said they had found a gateway of sorts, an ancient alien artifact built by an unknown antecessor species. Somehow they activated it, and that's where the first aberrant came from. Interesting. So, what to say? I don't know where it leads, but somewhere other than Avgi space. Maybe somewhere your jump drive can work, which would let us eventually make our way back to human space. But it's been sitting here twiddling our thumbs for another 6 years. Let's see. Where is the gateway? Apparently from the east, considering the Avgi came that way. From that way. Beyond the furthest reaches of the twilight, a place the Avgi have always had trouble exploring due to the strange energy storms periodically ionizing entire systems. But it's apparently recognizable by the red nebula suffusing it, just as the twilight is surrounded by a cluster of blue nebula. Hey, I've heard of that space. It's called the Amber Waste. Can it take us to human space? And yeah, it can. No point in waiting then. If there's a chance, even a small one, it's worth checking on. And let's see. Outfitter. Got our spickles. Fortunately, we can't get a vertical launch. I'm not giving up my ion cannons. Well, ion blasters. So, where are we going with this? Leave. Oh, trading. Sell. I don't need all of the extra anomalous mass. And let's see. Escape the twilight. Okay then. Let's see. This way. And that way. And this way. Because it's a zigzag to pass through the shroud. Let's see, tiny red and another tiny red, because of course it is. So we'll come to a stop directly above the star and hope a fuel thief doesn't come along. Sitting and waiting, sitting and waiting. We're sitting here and waiting. Oh. Why are you launching? I guess your fighters just wanted a closer look at the alien? Fair enough. Oh, we are drifting a little while away from the star. That's going to cut into our sitting and waiting a little bit. You know what cuts into it more is the fact I forgot to put fast forward on. Regardless, we are now escaping the shroud. Bye-bye, shroud. Out we go. Let's see, we can either go to Archie, or we could go this way and escape the fun way, and you know what, screw it. I know where I'm going. What's with the blue peppering? this section of Shroud coming up is less maze and more clear path. So it's better for dealing with. And it's got this excellent scooping star right at the beginning. Still has the weird darkness storms, though. And we got another tiny star system. Oh. It's ripping apart my hull. That's what the darkness storms are about. Well, good thing I've got a sys core. You can stop now. Stop. Oh, I'll be back. Let's see. And through the power of recording, I am back and no time expended for you. And we get to jump. And maybe we're out of the weird area? Nope, more darkness blots. But at least this is another supernova remnant, which is easy scooping. So we get to hop this away. And this away. And we're back in the waste, so didn't even need to use their wormhole. But let's find it anyway. Oh, shit. Actual Moretti hat. I'm not sure which of us wins this fight. Oh wait. Does the Avalanche just have a thing that doesn't let me see their stuff when I'm shooting them? Because the tactical scanning is working on them already. I mean, the Mayri had... You are going to stop and... Of course this happens. So, I will be respawning, and I believe I will be calling this recording here. Stay tuned next time for possibly escaping.